Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
There we are. Las Vegas bound 108 degrees today here in Las Vegas. Scratch. It's back to turkey in the oven time, my friend. Good evening to you in Daytona, my friend. Scratch with a K.
Hey, good hot afternoon to you out there in Las Vegas, Alan Michaels. It's only 90 here, but I mean, that's, might as well be 108 when you're
What's
here.
the humidity, though? What's the humidity in Daytona today, Scratch?
The humidity in Daytona? I don't know, but give me a second. I'll look it right up. It's steamy out there. That's for sure. I haven't really been out there. It says the feel like temperature is 102, if that helps.
Okay. So you got about a humidity, what, at about 58, 60% today? Something like that?
Let's see. 77%.
That's cooking, man.
77%. There
you go. But you know what's nice? You're out there by the beach, man. If you're out there by the beach and the breeze is blowing in, it's not bad at all, really. I mean, that's what I always liked about it. If you're living over there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've stayed inside the AC all day where it's a nice, cool 70 degrees.
I know what you mean. I had some morning business to get taken care of, to get some banking work and things done for the Gene Wood racing experience this morning. And, buddy, as soon as I got done, I got over here and I hit that AC, got the old studio cooled down. Everything looking good out there. Real quickly, man, we'll get into it in just a minute. Last week we were off, Scratch. You had a really cool thing, man. You auditioned for one of these murder mystery dinner theater type of things, man. I mean,
I did.
I didn't think it went.
It went. It's the dinner detective. I guess they're all over the country. They don't have one in Las Vegas, I know for sure, but there is like a cool type of thing just like this out there that we were talking about that I had auditioned for when I lived out there in Las Vegas. Well, so I auditioned for the dinner detective. It's a audience interactive dinner detective murder mystery comedy show where they you come in for dinner and they do the whole murder mystery thing, and I'm happy to announce that I was accepted. So I'm going through the next process now. I should get a contract emailed tomorrow, and then I'll know more. Obviously, until a contract signed, I'm not in. But I was accepted. I did the audition. I was accepted, and we're going to get the contract, look it over, and probably jump in, and maybe I'll be a dead body soon.
Or maybe you're the guy that gets to whack somebody.
Or maybe I'm the guy that gets to arrest the person that whacks somebody. It's hard to tell. I know a little bit about it. It seems great. We do have one right here in Daytona Beach, so that's the one I'll probably be doing regularly. They also do private parties, stuff like that. I guess the other closer ones to me, there's one in Jacksonville and one in Tampa too. I don't know if they let me spread out or if I just have to stay here in Daytona, but I'll know more. I'll know more by the next show for sure. But I found out today I got accepted, and we're going from there.
Well, that was the reason we were off last week, because Scratch had audition things to do, and got myself a pretty good report. We had to go see the urologist, and it was time for the yearly checkup, and I had a slight infection, urinary tract infection. They got me on some antibiotics, got that cleared up. Well, they took a CT scan. And the ER doctor came back and said they had found another mass on my bladder. And I was just like, oh, my God, here we go again, Oh,
no.
And so anyhow, we went and had the test done. And it's just, they believe, just scarring tissue. They plucked a little piece of it off there. They'll send it off for a biopsy. They told me if it was something bad, that they'd get a hold of me by Monday or Tuesday of this week. and the phone ain't rang from the Las Vegas urology department. So
Good.
I'm assuming, and my numbers, my white and red count numbers were really good. So hopefully it was just a little bit of scarring tissue. But Scratch had his audition, and I had to sort of deal with that. So we sort of skipped last week, and we apologize for it. But some things and sometimes things happened. Okay. Anyhow, on Pit Road Racing, right here at the WCOBM studios here in Las Vegas, also the Nut Shack studios down in Daytona Beach, Florida, where Scratch is at. We do it each and every Thursday afternoon from 3 to 4, 3 to 5, just depending on what's going on. Have a great time. We stream it straight off of the network channel from the WCOBM TV network channel, and we send it to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, television. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's just about any social media.
Anywhere.
The only thing we haven't got built up yet, Scratch, I guess we need to work on is the TikToker, because you got to do so much video to get yourself up to time-wise.
I like TikTok. I'm a big fan of TikTok.
You like a TikTokers?
Yeah, sometimes I waste hours of my life flipping through that.
Looking for TikTokers? Okay.
Just what?
Diane's into it. She's not so much one as she likes to watch. And this and that, but I get up in the morning and I go, what's going on with the worldly and the TikTokers today? But anyhow,
the TikTokers.
I guess the Gene Woods racing experience is all over it too. I mean, people are coming in and they're racing and taking video, and people come in and say, "You guys know you're on TikTok?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Have you ever looked at a TikTok, Alan Michaels?
Yes, I have looked at a TikTok, but I am not a TikToker. Okay, so
but you are aware.
Yep, I just lost myself somewhere along the line.
I see that. I still hear you though.
All right, let me see if I can pull my. And hey, let's take a quick break, and when I come back, I'll see if I can get my camera, and then we'll come back and we'll get around the track and racing weather and everything else. All right, and we'll do it right after this. You're watching On Pit Road Racing right here at the WCOBM. Everybody,
this is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Come on! What the yeah! Oh man! Woo! That is awesome!
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
The hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now. LVMS.com.
Well, we are back with On Pit Road Racing. I'm not sure where Alan Michaels is, but I think that might be him right there. Oh, it's almost him.
Yeah, I got to reset a couple things. I'm sorry, everybody. We'll restart this and come back in about 3 minutes. Scratch, stand by. Something just went nutty with the camera in here, and I don't know what went nutty with it. But hold on a second. Hold on. Maybe I can. Maybe there we do. I was just thinking, just something. I don't know, man. It just went crazy, crazy, crazy today. And let me do this, and let me see if we can fix this. If not, we might have to reboot the system up. And if that's the way she goes, and that's the way she goes.
Problems that happens all the time when you deal with these. Everything. Hey, there you are. Technology's great until it isn't.
Yeah, there it is.
And it's great again. Here we are.
Such a great professionalism here. We're done. Hey, but before we left and the camera went crazy, On Pit Road Racing show partners, Gene Woods Racing Experience, Woods Family Sandwiches, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Atlanta Motorsports Park, Red One Scooters, man, Hammer and Harry's, and our good friends at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino. You know, there was a talk about a buyout over there about Penske was looking to get into that and turn it into a Rolling Stone hotel and casino and memorabilia, but I heard one rumor that it's moving along, but I heard another rumor that it's sort of fizzled out. But that would be really cool to have a Rolling Stone, because Penske Media actually owns Rolling Stone magazine, okay, and all that now. They own the Life is Beautiful Festival here and a few other things, okay.
Okay.
And but to turn that in, so I guess it would give the Hard Rock a run for its money. You know what I mean? But it would be downtown to where the Hard Rock is down on the Strip, and of course now the Mirage is, they tore all that up and built in the new guitar thing, like the one you got down in Florida there at Hollywood.
Yeah, the one down in down south. That's there at the Seminole. All our casinos are on Seminole land.
Yeah, you don't need any reservations.
No.
I got no problem with that. I got no problem.
I don't know why they just don't let gambling everywhere, but it's all right. We can sports bet now a little bit, but we have to do it through there, I guess. I don't know. I need to know because I like the sports bet. I miss sports betting. You know what? I guess the best way for me to sports bet is just to move back out there.
Last time I did a sports bet, it was on a NASCAR race, and I bet on Tony Stewart, and he won the race. And I bet at $20, and he got me $160. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, if I moved back out there, though, I'd want to race a little. Junk. I would want to race some junk.
Well, we can find some places to race junk.
Yeah, maybe a step up above the junk that I got now, but junk.
Got your shoe?
Nonetheless. Sure do.
Raising money, man. Our little box out front is filling up, too. I want to thank everybody who's coming in. Your chance for your business or company to be part of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, okay? And the Heart Shoes are right here. These are Heart Shoes. They're love shoes. We put them on women, children, men, boys, girls. They're just a great thing. It helps develop good health and mental and positive developments out there. If you'd like to partake in it, it's really easy. You can see the ticker crawling across the bottom. We'll leave it there all show long. More information, you just log on to the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. or you can give us a call at 803-0875. That's 702-803-0875. Or you can send Diane or myself an email at onpitroadracing@gmail too, or you can hit Scratch up there. He knows a little bit about it too, and he'll get the directions out there, and we'll get the shoes going. We're raising money to get kids' shoes. Got another big shipment of adult shoes that came in. So now we got to get some kids' shoes because back to school is coming, Scratch, and also the Christmas times and things like that. So we want to get some shoes on the feet. Okay.
A lot of reasons kids need shoes this time of year. Christmas, back to school, because they need shoes in general.
Want to welcome our friends at Red Bull too.
Yeah, Red Bull, my favorite.
Gonna be
Usually I would have one right here. In fact, maybe during the break, I'm gonna go see if I got one in the fridge. Sometimes I have one in the fridge. Mike Toomey, what's up, buddy? Welcome. We got Mike Toomey watching. That's my referee buddy from my FSW days, man.
There you go. What's up, Mike? Good to have you guys aboard. Trying to set something up with Tony Stewart. My good friend Tom Blattner is trying to hook it up. I told Tom there's one thing on this interview, and I know a lot of people have gotten Tony on podcasts and different things, and I'm glad Tony's reaching out and having time. And when the day does come, we will not talk the Kevin Brown incident on this program. That's old news. It's washed up. I want to talk to Tony. I want to talk to Tony about how fun it is to drive that drag car, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, it's for him. It's got to be something. He wants to get back into dirt racing, too. You heard that? Tony wants to, but he says it's going to take him 6 months into a gym. He said, going down, he said, when you put the fire suit and the helmet and all the equipment on for the drag car, man, he goes, it takes more time to roll the car to the line and get it warmed up and the tires cooked up to ready to go than it does the run. He said, man, you get out. He said, man, there's no way. He says, there's no way I can get out there and run 45, 50 minutes in a sprint car. Not in shape. Tony going to have to lay off them pizzas. How about you when you're racing next?
If things go well, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Got your junk?
I got the junk. It's down there. It's ready. There's a little shake up down there at the shop. So, so to speak. So I found out today, but, hey, if I can go get the car and drag it to Citrus County Speedway next Saturday, I'll be in there night of carnage. The funny thing is that their flyer, it has like the flagpole racing and all that other stuff. I didn't see anything about an enduro race, but that would be dumb that they wouldn't have an enduro race because that's where all the cars come from. But because I don't want to drive over there just for a flagpole race, but
Good to see your
maybe I will. I haven't raced in so long.
I know you've been chomping at the bit at it, man.
Yeah.
How about the High Bank show? Let's get a little thing that it's on Friday. So there's a nice overlay. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, man, the High Banks, man. We've been doing that every Friday at 5:00 on WSBB. You can check it out on 106.9 on your FM dial. AM dial 12:30 AM. That's down here in the Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach area. The station's actually in New Smyrna. Tomorrow, we're going to have a 20-year-old race car driver from St. Louis, Nathan Goodrick, on. You and I talked to him a few weeks ago, and now I'm going to have him on the High Banks. You're going to join me as well because Alan Michaels always joins me for racing around the country when we interview somebody on WSBB. So there you go, man, the High Banks. And then, of course, daily, if you're in our area and you're listening daily, I give you some kind of racing news every day.
There you go. A lot of talk, man, going on. Chicago's lost their race. We'll talk about this in chat topics towards the end of the program. Chicago's lost the street race. They're looking at Joliet. You're going to get you another joint. You get you another road course down in San Diego. That's lined up. They're going to run it around a military base and everything.
Yep.
But
then they're going to go back to Chicagoland and not go to Mexico. Did you see that? Is that something we'll talk about later? Probably. Yeah. There. Yeah. Chicagoland. I don't care.
All right. Got another street race, though. You see that crash with Stuart Friesen? See that crash, man?
I didn't see the crash. I did a report on it this week, but I didn't see it. But it sounds like it was nasty.
Real nasty. He's real lucky. I mean, he's real lucky. But he's doing real good. We got a little thing in chat topics. Check out Race and Weather, brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches. Everybody, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada. More information and catering delivery services, pick up World Wide Web at wfsandwiches.com. Monster Energy Supercross Series is off this week. NASCAR man, you're going to be heading to Corn Country, Iowa Speedway. Sold out, Scratch. Got a notice on that about 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Cup Series race sold out for Iowa Speedway. Mostly sunny skies all weekend long for NASCAR. Daytime highs in the mid-70s. Nighttime low for the campers right around mid-50s. So you got Xfinity and Cup there. NHRA's off this week. They had a West Coast swing. Got them kicked off on the second half of the season. Started back in Seattle. Then they were in Sonoma last week. But NHRA is off this week. They returned back to action in a couple weeks. F1's going to be in Hungary for the Grand Prix of Hungary this weekend. Mostly sunny skies all weekend long for the F1 guys. That's got to be a challenge for them because there's been some nasty weather for those guys lately. There is a chance of a morning shower on Sunday, but they only got about 10%. Daytime highs for the weekend in Hungary are going to be in the low to mid 80s with the nighttime lows in the 60s. IndyCar's off this weekend too, Scratch, and actually all the dirt racing is either tonight and tomorrow. So those guys are all wheeling in there. Racing weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas and Henderson area, WFSandwiches.com. Scratch is going to take you around the track. Brought to you by our brand new partners at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino. They're located at 206 North 3rd Street. That's just right around the corner from us, Scratch.
Yeah.
In the heart of downtown Las Vegas, you want to need to make a reservation, 855-384-7263. Once again, 855-384-7263, or log online at thedowntowngrand.com. Great place, summertime getaway, man. They got a roof deck pool. Well, it's not technically all up on the top roof. I think it's about 6 floors up, but a really nice pool.
I know.
So let's do it. Take
us around.
Take us around.
Yeah, man. Buckle up. It's time for me to take you around the track. The Monster Energy Supercross Series, round number 26. This series is back in action August 9th at Crawfordsville. The Progressive Flat Track Series doubleheader, Jack Pine Gypsies, is August 4th and 5th. Speedway Motorcycle Racing East Coast Champion Speedway, August 16th. Action Park, the U.S. Nationals, August 30th. West Coast Speedway Motorcycle Racing, September 13th. Costa Mesa. Formula One, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The Grand Prix of Hungary. IndyCar, August 10th. The Grand Prix of Portland. NHRA, August 14th through 17th, the Lucas Oil NHRA Nationals in Brainerd International Raceway. High Limit Series, August 15th, Thunderbolt Raceway. August 16th, Placerville Raceway. NOS Energy Series doubleheader, August 1st and 2nd at I-55 Raceway Park. NASCAR action, ARCA West, August 9th at Tri-City Speedway. The trucks are at Watkins Glen International on Friday, August 8th. Xfinity, Iowa Speedway, Saturday, August 2nd. And Iowa Speedway, Sunday, August 3rd for the Cup racing. Also, right here in New Smyrna Beach this week, we have racing. They are going to make up a race that was rained out, the Pro Late Model Challenge Series Twin 50s. That's going to take place on Saturday. 6 p.m. is the show time. They're going to have E-Mod 25s, the Sportsman 25s, and Bomber Bs are going to be running 20 as well. You can go to newsmyrnaspeedway.org and check out what's going on over there. Volusia Speedway Park, they won't be racing for another month, I think, something like that. So,
all right. Hey, man, racing action back here in Vegas. Man, we were packed up. I mean, it's, Scratch, you've lived out here. No racing at the bull ring or anything out there, man. It's 105, 10, 15 degrees. And then you put a fire suit and everything else on it. So racing's pretty much cooled back down. But here's what it's looking like. If you want to make some plans out, here's some great racing coming to Las Vegas. September 19th, September 18th, 19th, and 20th. The Supercross World Finals are here. That's the Monster Energy.
My birthday weekend.
Yeah, man. The Lawrence brothers are here. Deegan here. All those guys.
They
do. It's really cool. What they did, Scratch, is they went out to the speedway and they took both sides of the strip, the drag strip, and they throw the dirt down and everything else and move things around. And so they race them on the strip. It's cool as shit. So if you want to look at that, you can log on to lvms.com or check out Monster Energy Supercross for tickets. Once again, final round, September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Then also to the 20th at the Bull Ring, they're going to be running short track racing there. October 10th, the Tour Cars and Legend Cars The big Legend Car National is coming to Las Vegas here. That's coming up here real
I
quickly.
like those. I like legend cars. Legend cars, dwarf cars, I think those are all pretty neat.
And of course, October 11th, you got NASCAR weekend, Xfinity race. And on the 12th, it's the round of 8, the South Point 400. October 18th, the Bull Ring Saturday night is championship night. So that's when they started handing out the hardware. October 30th through November 2nd, the NHRA is back at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. No 4 wide, only 2 wide. Then November 6th and 7th, the following week, Scratch Open Wheel, the show. You'd love this, the Open Wheel Showdown, Duel in the Desert, man. Over 350, 400 modified cars. The big blocks, the little blocks, all the blocks. They bring them out. And then on November 20th, 21st, and 22nd, F1 returns back here to Las Vegas. Round the Track brought to you by our good friends at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino. They're located right on 3rd Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. You want to book a room, 855-384-7263, or log on to thedowntowngrand.com. Summertime fun at the Downtown Grand, man.
Summertime fun at the Grand. Yes, I love it. I love it too.
Let's take us a quick break. We come back and we'll talk a little bit about motorcycle racing news. It's the NHRA. How about it, my friend?
Hey, I'm ready when you are, buddy.
Take us to break, my friend.
Okay, more on Pit Road Racing coming up with me, Scratch with a K from right here in Daytona Beach, Florida, and my counterpart, Mr. Alan Michaels, out in steamy, burning up, hotter than hell, Las Vegas.
At Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
What the hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now. LVMS.com.
Get him now, man.
Get them now. Don't get shut out. Hey, you know what? I did notice in that Hammered Harry's, that was Rob, the comedian that was in that commercial was Rob. And I wanted to mention this. Hammered Harry's tonight is when that comedy show is, right? Are You a Bully or whatever they call it? And I noticed today that my good friend, this dude is a monster. If you're in the area, you got to go see him. Anton Knight is going to be at Hammered Harry's tonight. So, man, get out there and check him out. He's a monster. He is a monster comic. I love him to death, and he'll be there tonight. I wish I could be there now.
You know, man, it's really, they picked up, and there's a couple of places down here on Fremont Street that are doing the comedy thing. The old, what is it, Hennessy's Tavern, the Irish place. They're doing comedy shows. They're doing comedy shows, I think, on Monday, Wednesday. I think theirs is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday they do it. And they take like Tuesday and Thursday and Sundays off or whatever. But they're also doing a couple of other things. The Golden Nuggets opened up something. They're starting some stuff up there to do some comedy stuff. I think people are starting to get tired of the Raven music, pogo jumping, the same. I mean, you go to these clubs and the DJs are all playing the same stuff. It's just the light show's a little different from this club to that club, and this club has better smoke, and this club has whatever.
Comedy's great. I love doing it, and whether it be like doing this dinner theater thing I'm gonna start doing that I've never done before, or adding some comedy to the racing show a little bit, or stand-up comedy. Man, I love comedy. My worst day of comedy was way better than any of my best days at a real job.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better than going to that, and you got to take it with a light heart. I mean, if you're going to go in there, if you're going to bust a comedian's chops, man, then you better, if you're going to dish it out, then you better be willing to take it. I mean, that's just the way it is. But and all around, there's nothing better than laughter in this world today with the way we're living into. I mean, all the tragedy we've seen, man. I mean, New York getting nutty the way it's been, and everything else. People, it just.
Laughter's important. It's sometimes
really
it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to come by. Happiness is hard to come by sometimes for people, and it's just keep on marching, man. Just keep on marching and hope for the best.
Diane and I were talking about this the other night ago, just all the nutty things. She goes, but one of the few places I feel safe is at the racetrack. Concerts and crazy stuff and everything else. Let's talk a little bit of motorcycle racing news and some NHRA updates, and take me there, Scratch.
Yeah, this segment is brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons past and present. For more information, you can log on to hotshoe.com.
You got it, man. Series is heading into its final races leading up to the championship here in Las Vegas on September 20th, like we talked earlier. The Dirt Riders are back in action this weekend for a trip for the Ironman Raceway. That's in Crawfordsville, and I believe it's Crawfordsville, Indiana. That is correct, for round number 26. Current point leading in the summer series for you on the 450 side, it's the Lawrence brothers, Jet up front, Hunter up in second, with Justin Cooper wrapping up the podium so far. In the 250 class, it's Haley Deegan's brother, Hayden Deegan, over Joe Shimoda and Levi Kitchen right now, Scratch. So, man, 5 races left, outdoor racing. And, of course, like I said, they'll wrap it up with the series finale of the summer series coming up here in September. You got some news about the Progressive Flat Track because they're heading to Bike Week, brother, up in Sturgis, man. I'm loving that. Tell us about it, Scratch.
Yeah, man, like you said, the Progressive American Flat Track Series. That's right. They are back in action Monday, August 4, 2025. Jack Pine, Gypsies Night 1 and Night number 2, Tuesday, August 5th, with the final rounds of racing Friday, August 8th. After 7 events, here's a look at the points heading into this weekend. The Super Twins point standings. Brian Bauman with 185 points, just 4 back of him is Dallas Daniels in second. Brandon Robinson, 119. He is in third. AFT singles, Tom Drain is 172. Chase Satoff, 149. Trevor Bruner, 137. He is in third, Alan.
You got it. AMA Super National Championship round number 2 is going to be at Industry Hills coming up on August 9th. The AMA Speedway National Championship final round going to be Saturday, September 19th at Fast Friday Speedway. And Scratch, the AMA Speedway National Under 21 Championship going to be held October 11th down in Bakersfield over at Kern County. That's Kevin Harvick's place. Once can't say enough about what Harvick did over there, man. You get out of here, you and I are going to take a trip down there because Kevin Harvick went into Kern County in that place down there and basically did a Tony Stewart. I mean, he just jacked this place up. I mean, stuck a ton of money into it. Asphalt racing, dirt racing, cars, motorcycles. Fantastic. You just got to love it. And then I heard also caught a thing that that Dale Jr. bought into Hickory Motor Speedway in North Carolina. And I hear they're getting ready to turn some major bucks and an overhaul into that. Another great track. You got New Smyrna down there, man. They've been running down there a long time. It's just good to see the local tracks. People coming in.
New Smyrna and Volusia. I mean, Volusia, closed. I think they had 2 tracks for a minute. They were asphalt for a little while. They're thriving. And New Smyrna. So we got 2 right here that are thriving. I would love to buy an old. I mean, I don't got that kind of money, but I'm saying I would love to buy some kind of little old track that shut down and then just start doing crazy stuff. Like Cletus McFarland does with the Freedom Factory. I mean, but he's, high level, and that place is high level, and that's a good time out there, and he puts on all kinds of crazy shows. But that's the kind of stuff I wouldn't mind having a track that closed down and just do that different type of stuff instead of the late models and the sportsmans and the modifieds and bring the Crown Vics out, bring the trucks, like pickup truck racing, and let's always do a show that's a little bit different, a little bit crazy, kind of like what I do with the Tour of Destruction, only we have a track that we would do it at all the time. I'd love to come up with something like that, man. There's tracks not too far from here even that's still there that closed that would probably be fun to do something like that with, but I don't got that kind of money.
Me either.
At all.
Motorcycle Racing News, the segment brought to you by our good friends at the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and motorcycle industry's icon, past and present. Don't forget about the shoes. Log on, make a donation. It's a nonprofit all the way. For more information, log on to hotshoehof.com. Let's go ahead and get the NHRA, and then we'll take a break. Scratch, so tell me about what we got cooking here, my friend.
All right, it is time for a look at the NHRA, and this segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good fun times, service with an attitude, and a home of the $5 margarita. It's 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas, where tonight, Thursday, there is a comedy show. And go see my boy Anton Knight. That's what I want you to do. See Anton Knight, get some $5 margaritas. If you walk by Gene Woods Racing, go see Alan Michaels. I got carried away, Alan. Take it away.
You got $5 margaritas. That's right. Hey, man, West Coast Swing moved on from Seattle down to Sonoma past weekend. And the stars from the Mission Foods NHRA series made it around. Doug Coletta in his Coletta Air Top Fuel position right there. Top Fuel picking up the win. Austin Prock. Man, I'm just telling you, this kid is just smoking them up, man. Another win for Austin Prock. Greg Stansfield in Pro Stock and Richard Gradson doing it for you in the Pro Stock motorcycles. So somebody actually beat Gage Herrera last week. I mean, there's a surprise for you. Now the big kick of it is can anybody knock Austin Prock? You've got the current point standings, Mr. Scratch. Yeah. Tell everybody.
Yeah, your NHRA point standings after the Sonoma Nationals is Top Fuel, Sean Langdon with Tony Stewart now in second, just 48 points back. In Funny Car, Austin Prock, Matt Hagan is 201 back. Pro Stock, Dallas Green with Greg Anderson, 37 back. Pro Stock Motorcycles, Gage Herrera, and with Richard Gatson, 70 points back. This segment brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with an attitude, home of the $5 margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. Go tonight and see my boy Anton Knight at the comedy show, man. You will not be disappointed.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas, the South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now.
At Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
The hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas, the South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now.
Get them now, man. They're going to roll. Round of 8. It's crazy out there. What, about 3 races left, I think, in the Cup Series before we start, going to the playoffs.
And one of them's here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll go yet. It's hot out there.
It is. We were down there a couple of years ago. Diane and I were down there, and we went, I think it was Friday night. We went to the Xfinity race, and, it was smoking hot. But then thunderstorm came in, and everybody got freaked out because of the lightning. So then the lightning passed, and then the rain passed. Well, then, I don't know. They just decided, I guess that was it. Anyhow, I think they need to go back. I agree with you. I think the 4th of July race needs to go back to Daytona.
Yeah.
They want a big super speedway race, move Talladega around, put Talladega down.
Like I said, I think they should either end the whole entire shebang in Daytona, just like they started, or they should give it back to us for the 4th of July race. I think a lot of people would like that. But I mean, again, listen, Florida in the summertime is hot. So
yeah,
it would be way better at that at the end of the year. But so the first time they were going to run the 400 here was back in '98 under the lights.
Right.
Okay, it was the first time they were going to be under the lights was back in July of '98, and we had those forest fires here in Daytona. So they pushed the race to October. That was the most comfortable. That was the most comfortable 400 I had ever been to. So,
right.
I don't know if they consider weather ever, but if they did, man, Florida's a good in October, November. So I don't know. Again, I would rather see them end the whole shebang in Daytona, just like they started, then give it back to us the 4th of July. But otherwise, I think we should have the 4th of July race back.
Okay.
I think we can have the same fireworks display at the end of the season as we can for the 4th of July.
I'm going to tell you something, man. If you were to start and end the season at Daytona, man, if it came down to push, boy, there'd be some people tagging some people. Came down for that final race, man. That final, I'm telling you.
How interesting would it be to have a race where anything can happen, like Daytona be the final race of the year? Just like it starts out. You could start out in the hole because of Daytona, or you could end up in the hole because of Daytona. But one thing's for sure, Daytona is the Super Bowl of NASCAR. So start it and finish it there. Let's go, man. I challenge NASCAR.
I say bring them all the series. Bring the ARCA series in, the trucks in. Everybody. And you know what'd be cool? I'd love to see. I wish they could get IROC racing back. One time they ran the Camaros, and then they moved to the Pontiacs, to the Firebirds, or the Trans.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed all that.
Because bringing brought racers in from NASCAR, IndyCar. A couple of the European guys all got into it a little bit. Some of the Rolex guys, would jump in on it, and have some fun with it.
Maybe they could have a class out there for my enduro cars, and we can just go out there and race junk around the road course at Daytona. Probably not.
Okay. Hey, let's talk a little racing news from the dirt. It's brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. It's the only true drift track. GoKartsLasVegas.com for more information. 702-270-8100. Once again, 702-270-8100. Scratch, you got a little recap, and then fill us in what happened through the rest of the dirt racing here, my friend.
Sure. And a boy can dream if he wants to. Alan.
Yeah.
Doubleheader weekend for the World of Outlaws at Racing Action at Eldora. Man, they were. I would love to see a cup event. That's where, oh no, that's I'm sorry. That's where I'd love to see a cup event. I got it.
I'd love to see the cups go there too, but not a point race. Not a point race, just an off weekend. Take them up there and just let them beat the living hell out of one another.
I actually have been for them racing at Eldora ever since they put dirt on Bristol, and I, of course, thought, man, we got good dirt tracks. This Eldora. I think it'd be cool. I think that's something they should consider somewhere down the road. But here is a look at the results from night number 1. Rico Abreu, Carson Macedo, and Kyle Larson. That's your top 3 from night number 1. Then Anthony McCree, Rico Abreu, and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson with 2 top 3 finishes. That was night number 2. The series moved on to the David Gravel, Carson, Mace the Doe. Everything's all read together. Michael Kofoid, Carson Macedo, David Gravel. Michael Kofoid is what it just says by over and over and over and over. Race Pierce, Nick. It's just a bunch of names.
This is because for like 3 nights in a row, Cofield kicked everybody's butt.
But
it's literally just kicked everybody's butt, man. It wasn't until last week Larson ended up picking up 100,000 or whatever, $100,000 off of one of the dirt races. But I mean, and what I can't believe is that Gravel holds on. I mean, he holds on, but I mean, if you go back and look, it's Cofield. I mean, it's week after week after week.
Yeah.
But Gravel continues there's your consistency. Yeah, I know you're not an Earnhardt fan. I know you're not, but body darn, that last championship, he didn't win a race all year long, but why he won is because he was consistent.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'd like to see a points situation like that nowadays where it's not the win and you're in, but if you win, you get a heck of a lot more points, for a win. But, so it's still consistency, but
right.
Winning races mean something. So, if they could do some kind of a better consistency points and then and just give you like a hell of a ton more points for winning than second,
right.
Because they got some stuff, they got some playoff point stuff, they're doing it, terrible. I mean, they got an idea of how to manipulate points or whatever the case is. So I would like to see them do something a little more with the consistency portion of the program, not necessarily winning you're in, but you get, but it still probably would work out that way too, because you'd get a ton more points than you would, as long as you're winning races. That was the problem with the old point system. I don't think you got awarded enough for winning races.
Yeah, it was back then. It was like 175. If you led a lap, you got a point. If you led the most laps, you got another point. I think at one time, if you had the pole, they gave you a point too.
See, all that's good too, but you could still do that and have a points where you're doing it for consistency, and then also, just give a nice big fat bonus for a win. And if you're still doing the stage stuff, a pretty decent bonus. Right now, you win a stage, you're 10. If you're second in the stage, you're 9.
Yeah.
If you want to give a little bit more for winning the stage, you know what I mean? Make that interesting. Make that more interesting.
Just don't give enough points to where it just gets oversaturated to where, all of a sudden, man, now you're up 550 points with 3 races to go, and there's just absolutely no way.
That was a thing. That was a thing. And, with points and stuff like that. But come on, man, baseball, football, basketball, and then when if you're still going to do the playoffs, which I don't like, but if you're still going to do the playoffs, it doesn't matter if you're up 500 points.
Yeah, because they rack them and stack them. They just, what they
do
is they
like
rack them
football,
and stack
baseball, and every other sport. So if they're going to stick to the playoffs, nobody's going to run away with it because the first place team might not even win. But, at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know what the best way to do it is exactly, but
I just know that it was much more exciting. Like if you look back in the Bill Elliott, then the year that Alan Kowicki won it, nobody could say anything. It was you had to wait to the last lap. You didn't know who was going to win the championship. The point thing wasn't so far apart. Well, if he finishes 5th today, no big deal. But I mean,
but there wasn't that last year. That last year that they had it that way, Matt Kenseth won by like a bunch. Wasn't that the problem? The last few years, people had been winning by quite a few, like races to go, and there was like no way anybody was going to catch them.
Well, but then they started adding stuff to it, to where they started adding, they started adding different formulas. I think if you let the point thing the way it, modernize it a little bit. And I agree with just get rid of the stage racing. No, line them up, let them go, and none of this round to 16 down.
I definitely don't think we need the stage racing. That I mean, I've gotten to the point where the playoffs are, all right. I mean, I always thought they were dumb because there's no playoffs in racing, but at the same time, I've gotten to where they're like, all right, that makes things a little bit interesting. But the stage racing, I don't really see the point in that at all.
No, I mean,
I see zero point.
They're going to throw the yellow green checker thing or whatever they do for that, and then all it does is give the teams a chance to come in and hit a pit stop. I'd rather see them just let it go. I'd rather see green flag stops. I'd rather, because hey, listen, you've been around this business. You and I have been doing this for a while. This ain't our first rodeo, and you and I have both seen it, especially in Daytona, and especially at the short tracks too. Hey, the race can be won or lost in the pits.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of years, Denny Hamlin's pit crew wasn't, Kyle Busch's crew wasn't it. They were swapping people in, swapping people out. The race can be won or lost in the pits.
I wish they'd go back to 5 lug nuts too.
Yeah, me too. I've always said that. None of this.
We kind of got off course. We were talking about dirt racing, and now we're talking about points. I don't know how we got here, but it's still a good conversation because it's a reality. There's definitely a I mean, they're trying, but I mean, again, some of the stuff they do, I don't care. I like it. It's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some of the stuff most purists don't like. I'm open to some of it. You know what I mean? But I'm not. There's some stuff that I just can't stand either.
Yeah. I think with the last thing, did you get to the series was moving to Cedar Lake Speedway?
I think I did, and then that's where I got confused. There was nothing really much left to read on that.
Because it was all Carson Macedo and Mike Colford. Okay,
you see the same thing.
You got it. Okay, hey, how about the World of Outlaws World American Beer Series? The series is back racing action. Actually, this past weekend. Doubleheader results for you. Here you go from Fairbury Speedway in Fairbury, Indiana. It was Brian Shirley, topping Brandon Shepard, and also Dennis Erb Jr. Those were your top 3. At night number 2 on the 27th of July, they moved over to Wilmot Raceway, and it was Ryan Gustin and topping Bobby Pierce and Dennis Erb Jr. there. Point standings didn't really change too much. Scratch. Still, Bobby Pierce is up on top of Nick Hoffman, Ryan Gustman, and Drake Troutman, along with Tim McCready, which is rounding up your top 5. And, of course, those guys are all getting back. The dirt racers are all getting back in action. That's a look at the dirt for you.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Along with some extracurricular stuff we talked about.
How about the high limits? They've been off, Scratch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This report is brought to you by Red One Scooters. You need some mobility help? Contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0587 to make your reservation. If you need to get around, call Red One.
The Red Bull is tasting darn good today.
They're good. I love Red Bull.
Series has got a couple.
I'm gonna have 2 at least in a few minutes.
Are you looking?
At least. I drink at least 2 a day, at least.
The series had a couple of weeks off, returning back to action October 15th. Right now, Brad Sweet up on top of Tyler Courtney, Aaron Retzel, Rico Abreu, Brett Marks, Justin Peck, Tanner Thornton, Dazen Presley, Casey Kane, and Chase Randall, your top 10. So that's it.
Reports brought to you by Red One Scooters. Need some mobility? Help contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0587 to make your reservations. If you need to get around, call Red One. You guys call Red One, don't you? You and Diane?
Yeah, we sure do. We use them here in Las Vegas. Diane and I both use them. Yep. We're getting old, man. We're getting old. Our bodies are busting up, and in the pits, by the time you get down, and the pits are here. It's going to be interesting, too, not to get away from it, but here they have the Neon Garage. You guys have never been here. It's pretty cool. You can get a special pass to get down into the pits, and they've got it sort of shaped like a diamond, and they're see-through glass and everything else, and drivers come up and do autographs, but you can actually watch them work on the cars and stuff. I think that's what they're going to do with Bristol after this baseball game. They're going to put I think they're putting a mini version. I seeked out my little spies at SMI to see if I can get clarification, but they tore the entire garage area down at Bristol for room. What is it? The Reds and the Braves are playing there. Next week sometime, I think.
I don't know. It looks pretty cool, though. I'll be honest with you. It looks pretty cool. That'd be exciting. And they're going to set the attendance record for Major League Baseball. They've already sold, I think it was previously 84,000 and something. And they've already sold 85,000 seats for that. So when it does take place, they're going to set the MLB's all-time seating record.
Okay. You know how I am. I think racetracks are racetracks and ballparks are ballparks, but whatever. Yeah.
Well, if NASCAR could go into a football field and set the all-time seating record, that might be a different story. But MLB is showing up at the racetrack. I'll tell you that.
I wonder who paid to knock down the garage. I'm sure SMI did.
I would imagine.
I think it'd be cool if they built I think it'd be cool if Bristol did build a little mini neon up there. I think that would be cool. So great track. I've been there several times. I've been to Bristol. Been to the Thunder Valley over across the street.
That's the one I am dying to go to.
To Bristol.
Yep.
Great track.
That's one of the ones I want to go to.
They run some super late model stuff and everything else. Hey, let's talk a little bit. Not too much going on, really. F1 and everything else. IndyCar back at Laguna Seca. You want to tell everybody about this?
Sure, I'll go right through this part, right through the top to the bottom if you want. The segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, you can phone them up at 678-381-8527. AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com is where you'll find them on the web. Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports.
And, Alex Below and Chip Ganassi Racing. This is getting old. Yeah, they were back at world famous Laguna Seca Raceway. You ever been there?
I have not.
I've never been there either, man. I've always wanted to go
there. I feel like I raced it on a video game once, though.
But they picked up the win. Top 3, Christian Lundgaard and Colton Herta. Andretti Global, good to see them back. Point standings right now. Pelot's up on top, 362. Patty O'Ward back 121. Dixon moved up in the 3rd spot, 198 back. Kirkwood dropped to 4th at 213. And Lundgaard at 233. Real quickly, round number 13 moved to Belgium last week. Oscar picked up the win. Lando Norris, the top 2 for McLaren. Ferrari got a shot in there with Charles Leclerc. That rounded up the podium. Also, big news, Max V's staying with Red Bull for at least one more year. One more, Scratch.
All right. That's good news for them.
But that's pretty much about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Any news and F1 news brought to you by our partners at Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, give them a call, 678-381-8527, AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com on the World Wide Web. And Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports.
Take our final break. Scratch, take us to it. When we come back, we'll have all the NASCAR updates for you and a little chat talk right after that. Scratch, take us to break, buddy.
That's Alan Michaels right there from the WCOBM studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am Scratch with a K. I am in Daytona Beach, back on the old beach course before the Daytona International Speedway. We'll be back with more on Pit Road Racing. Lock it up.
At Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
The hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
Here's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas, the South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now.
I don't know about you, man, but that filet mignon and that slice of that cherry cheesecake looked really good, man.
I'm getting hungry. We're gonna have to wrap this thing up. I'm just
Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas at the WCOBM Studios. Scratch with the K, my partner down at Daytona Beach at the Nut Shack Studios on Pit Road Racing, doing it for you here each and every Thursday. Segment brought to you by our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. NASCAR returns for the round of 8. Everyone's South Point 400, October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Great weekend to race, and no trucks here that weekend, but we get the SRLs, we get the tour cars, the modifieds over at the Bull Ring on Friday night. Xfinity rolls on Saturday the 11th, and of course the Granddaddy bringing us down towards the season end, October 12th for the South Point 400. Tickets and all your information available at lvms.com. Scratch, you got the full NASCAR report. Take us through the trucks, the Xfinity, and tell everybody the recaps and what happened and where we're heading to, buddy.
Hey, let's do this thing. It's the trucks. That's what we're going to talk about first. Racing Fast Facts, Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Lane Riggs, he won the T-Sport 200 at IRP, his fourth victory in 45 Craftsman Truck Series races. This is his second victory and ninth top 10 finish in 2025. This is his first victory and fourth top 10 finish in 4 races at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Corey Day was second. He posted his first top 10 finish in 1 race at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. It is his second top 10 finish in 2025. Stuart Friesen, he was third. He posted his second top 10 finish in 4 races at Lucas Indianapolis Raceway Park. Connor Mosack, 18th, was the highest finishing rookie. Truck Series drivers' point standings after the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, which is race 16 of 18 of the regular season. You got Corey Heim on top with 5 wins. Chandler Smith second with 2 wins. Riggs now with 2 wins is in third. Daniel Hemrick, Tyler Ankrum, Rajah Caruth, Stuart Friesen. They all have 1 win. And then in 8th is Grant M. Finger. Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski outside the top 10, Jake Garcia, Ben Rhodes, Gio Regadio, and Tanner Gray. In the Xfinity, you got a recap. Here it is. Race Fast Facts from Dover Motor Speedway. Connor Zilich, he won the Bet Rivers 200, his 5th victory in 23 Xfinity Series races. This is his 4th victory and 11th top 10 finish in 2025. This is his first victory and top 10 finish in 1 race at Dover Motor Speedway. Eric Amarola, he was second. He posted his second top 10 finish in 5 races at Dover Motor Speedway and his 6th top 10 finish in 2025. Brandon Jones, he was third, posted his 7th top 10 finish in 15 races at Dover Motor Speedway. And Connor Zilich, first, he was the highest finishing rookie. Race Fast Facts at Indianapolis Motor Speedway was Connor Zilich. He won the Pennzoil 250, his 6th victory in 24 Xfinity Series races. This is his 5th and victory and 12th top 10 finish in 2025. This is his first victory and first top 10 finish in 1 race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sam Mayer, he finished second, posted his first top 10 finish in 2 races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and is his 12th top 10 finish in 2025. Taylor Gray, he posted his first top 10 finish in 1 race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Connor Zilich, was the highest finishing rookie, with Justin Allgaier leading the point standings by 21 points over Connor Zilic. The Xfinity Series playoff standings after Indianapolis, which is race 21 of 33, Connor Zilic, 5 wins. He's got 29 playoff points. He's on top with Justin Allgaier second. Austin Hill third. Brandon Jones is fourth. Sammy Smith fifth. Jesse Love is sixth. Nick Sanchez is seventh. Sam Mayer is eighth. Carson Guapo ninth. Shelton Creed rounding out the top 10, with Taylor Gray and Jeb Burton just above the cut line, and just below it is Harrison Burton, Ryan Sieg, Dean Thompson, and Kristen Eckes. In the Cup, your fast facts from Dover: Denny Hamlin won the Auto Trader Eco Park Automotive 400, his 58th win of the race, in his 58th victory in the 706 Cup races. This was his 4th victory and 11th top 10 finish, with Chase Briscoe finishing second, Alex Bowman finishing third. And moving on to Indianapolis, Bubba Wallace. He got the Brickyard 400 victory, man. He might have had a little extra gas. Who knows? But he won it. It is great to see Bubba Wallace winning at the Brickyard 400. It's his 3rd victory in 277 Cup Series races. This is his first victory, 8th top 10 finish, and this is his first victory and 4th top 10 finish in 5 races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson, he finished second, 5th top 10 finish in 8 races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it's his 14th top 10 finish in 2025. Denny Hamlin, he finished 3rd. He posted his 9th top 10 finish, 17 races, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Shane Van Gisbergen, 19th, was the highest finishing rookie. Chase Elliott led the point standings by 4 points over William Byron. In the in-season challenge, it was won by number 54, Ty Gibbs. He got a cool $1 million by beating Ty Dillon out. It was the 2 of them that were left over, and Ty Gibbs takes that. Cup Series playoff standings after Indianapolis, which is 22 of 26 in the regular season. Denny Hamlin on top, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher. They're all in. Ryan Preece and Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger. That rounds out the top 20. Those drivers are not in yet.
Segment brought to you by our good friends at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. Round of 8 is coming for you. Log on to get all the information you need to. Man, going to be short track racing at the Bull Ring on Friday, and then move the Xfinity Series for you up on Saturday, and then the Cup racing for you October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Right there for you. Okay. Hey, I don't know if you caught anything. That Connor Zilic kid driving an Xfinity car on Saturday got Junior Motorsports their 100th win.
Yeah.
AJ, anyhow, I mean, this kid is, I have a feeling with Trackhouse, was it Trackhouse that let Daniel Suarez go?
Yes.
I have a feeling this kid could be moving on.
Me too. I think that's where he'll be. I think he'll be in the 99.
Yep, I think he is. Well, you wanted it. You got another road course. Since NASCAR has made it official, San Diego will host NASCAR's latest Cup Series invitation in a street race at the Naval Base Coronado. Updated came through this past week in celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States Naval. NASCAR will once again make history by hosting a brand new street race at the Naval Base. And highlighted in 2026 schedule, NASCAR San Diego will be a 3-day full throttle racing weekend, headlining stars from the NASCAR Cup Series, along with Xfinity and the trucks. Weekend is scheduled tentatively right now, Scratch, to roll off on June 19th, 20th, and 21st of 2026. Little update from Stuart Friesen, man. What a crash. When you get done tonight, Scratch, go to YouTube and watch. I mean, this was a mean crash.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get to see it yet, but I did report on it earlier, and here is an update. Stuart has successfully made it back to the United States and has been admitted to the Level 1 Trauma Center in New York. Stuart's injuries are extensive, and we are thankful that we have been able to get him to a place that has the experience necessary to complete all of the surgeries that he needs. This will likely not be a quick journey, but we continue to work to get Stuart back at the top of his game on track where he belongs.
That car split, and when it caught fire, buddy, I'm going to say one thing. Even the modifieds and things they're building, you got to tip our helmets to these guys building these cars.
Yeah.
Austin Hill's been suspended one race following the intentional wreck of the number 19 of Eric Almirola during the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on past Saturday. He does remain eligible for playoff points, but forfeits all playoff points that he had earned. They not only smacked him, they took his points, they took everything. In the Cup Series, the number 43 team Eric Jones was penalized for a loss of wheel during the race. Team members Kelly Mills and Josh Rawlsons were suspended for 2 races. Austin Dillon will drive the 21 this weekend in Iowa. You've got some announcement on Josh Williams. Isn't Josh Williams the guy that got all pissed off one time and just parked his car on the start-finish line?
Right on the start-finish line and got out of it. That's who it is. Colleague Racing announced on Wednesday it is parting ways with the driver Josh Williams. Yes, who is famous for parking on the start-finish line and getting out of the car. After more than a year and a half together, both sides felt it was the best. After the 22nd place finish at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, discussions began internally about the immediate future of the number 11 car. Williams is 19th in the regular season championship standings and needed a Hail Mary to make the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, so there was no sense in delaying the inevitable. And this weekend, Carson Hocevar will be in that car. The NASCAR Premier Cup Series will not return to Mexico City next year, leaving a spot on the 2026 schedule that is expected to be filled by the snoozer of a track that I like to, that's what I like to call it. It's whatever. The addition of a race at Chicagoland Speedway. Multiple sources briefed on the league's plans they told The Athletic that they're not going to go back to Mexico City, the logistics and getting the series back to Mexico's capital, along with finding a date that works for NASCAR, the teams, and the track proved to be challenging. So in June, Mexico City became the site of the first Cup International Points race since 1958, but the date is unavailable next year as Mexico City hosts the FIFA Men's World Cup Soccer Tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably a little better off for them. They explored the possibility of NASCAR IndyCar doubleheader before NASCAR decided to turn their attentions on finding a date for Mexico City on the 2027 schedule. Needing a replacement for Mexico City, they have added back the cookie cutter Chicagoland. Yippee.
Yeah. I mean, all the money they spent was Chicago on that street race. They could have just spent that money on Chicago at Joliet and revitalized that track a little.
Yeah,
that was one of the tracks I never made it to. I never made it to Chicago, so Chicagoland, Joliet, whatever you wish to call it. Well, I mean, okay.
I don't know.
It didn't do well. I mean, it didn't. I mean, the Xfinity did okay as far as crowd-wise.
That seems like that would have been a good date to give an Eldora.
Yeah. There you go. If I get a chance to talk to Tony Stewart, if I ever do get a chance to talk to him again, I'm going to tell him that you
I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Tony needs a NASCAR. Tony needs a cup race. Tony needs NASCAR at Eldora. Trucks, Xfinity, Cup.
Put it all there. Might as well bring the ARCA series too. Put the ARCAs on the car too. Bring them all.
Bring them all. Make it a whole week.
It was a result of competition at the Denso NHRA Sonoma Nationals presented by Power Edge. 6 more drivers have locked in their position for the NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Countdown to the Championship Playoffs. Justin Ashley, Doug Coletta, and Antron Brown in Top Fuel. Austin Prock in Funny Car, Angie Smith, and John Hall in Pro Stock Motorcycles are the latest to punch their tickets into the race. Just 2 races, the Lucas Oil NHRA Nationals and the Cornwell Tools NHRA Nationals remain in the regular season for the NHRA. So here's a look at it so far, Scratch. Top Fuel locked in so far for a run at the championship. Sean Langdon, Tony Stewart, Justin Ashley, Doug Coletta, Antron Brown. Austin Prock is locked in for Funny Car. That's it. Pro Stock, Dallas Glenn, and Greg Anderson so far. Pro Stock Motorcycles, Gage Herrera, Richard Gadsden, Matt and Angie Smith, and John Hall. 2 races to go. They're getting ready to head to Indianapolis where they're going to where the cauldron's really going to get stirred up. All holy hell will break loose. There you go. Any other thing you want to talk about?
No, I spoke with JC France. He was a winner of the 20 Rolex 24 back in the 59 Brumos Porsche days with Action Express.
Right.
So I'm thinking about, he's part of the France family here in Daytona. I spoke with him earlier in the week because he didn't believe this is what we spoke about. He didn't believe my cousin, because my cousin and him are pretty good friends.
Right.
And he didn't believe my cousin that Jeff Gordon came to the Tiki Bar. So they had to call me for me to verify that. And then I had to send the picture over of me and Jeff Gordon, of him hanging out with us at the Tiki Bar. I think I mentioned that on the show that Jeff Gordon comes strolling up. But so Jamie France didn't believe my cousin, and I had to confirm that. And then we started talking about some stuff, and maybe we can get him on the show here soon. But it was Action. It was the Action Express, the Daytona local one, and they won the Rolex, and now they're affiliated with the 31 Whelen Cadillac. So,
yeah, man, I'd love to talk to some guys that have actually partaken in the Rolex 24.
For sure,
that's got to be a grueler, man. I mean, I know they got multiple drivers, and you get a chance to get out, but that's still got to be a grueler.
It's an awesome race. It's one of my favorite things in auto racing.
Gene told me one of the hardest things he ever did is he did the Baja, one of the the off-road trucks. He said, "Man, you talk about a migraine times 10." He said, "Man, your head, no matter how much padding you got in your helmet, your head smacking it up against the top of that roof." He said, "Man," he got on and he says, "It was like a migraine times 10. There wasn't enough Excedrin and Tylenol on the planet to get rid of it." He said it took him a couple of days for the headache to go away. It's that intense. Got any shows this weekend? How about the comedy auctions?
The comedy auction has been great. That's at Peanuts in New Smyrna every Tuesday at 7, right on Flagler Ave. That's a blast. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's one of the coolest things I do. We'll see how the dinner detective thing goes. That might be, I'm back doing some fun stuff. So just trying to, live life the best I can every day, buddy.
Hey, that's it.
And try to keep a smile on my face and have fun doing it. That's
that's all you
do the
can
best
do.
I can, brother. Yes, sir.
Real quick, let's get we might as well say a good shameless plug in for the high banks. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah. Another thing. See, that's another thing I love. This show, that show. I'm trying to do shit that I love. The high banks on Friday, 5:00. It's the hottest motorsports show right here in our area, in the Volusia County area. We are the voice of Volusia County, WSBB. So you check us out there, 106.9 on your FM dial, AM at 1230 on your AM dial. You can also stream it. I think you could probably get it on any of the apps, any of the radio apps, and stream it through there. But we're going to have Nathan Goodrick, 20-year-old racer, on tomorrow when you join me, Mr. Alan Michaels. He joins me every Friday for Racing Around the Country, and that's where we interview anybody from around the country that is going fast.
Real quickly, want to thank our show partners out there, our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, in the heart of downtown, just on the other side of the studio. Our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, that's Daylin Woods over there. Great. She makes some of the best chicken salad.
I love chicken salad.
And it ain't that mushy chicken salad. I'm talking about the chicken salad that's got the good chunk meat in. Fantastic. Woods Family Sandwiches, WFSandwiches.com. Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. January 31st, the 6th annual event, Scratch coming in. Got some great big names coming this year. Some really cool people. We topped up at almost 1,500 last year. Some of the greatest motorcycle racers in the world come to this event.
Nice.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. You haven't got tickets for the South Point weekend. I think you need to snatch them up. Our good friends at Atlanta Motorsports Park, Red One Scooters, and Hammer and Harry's, along with our good friends over at the Downtown Grand Hotel Casino. I want to thank them. If you get out of here before the summer's over with, you and I'll go up there. We'll get Diane. We'll get everybody. We'll go up there. We'll get one of the, what do they call them, gazebos or what are the things around the pools? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
We'll get one of those things. Buckets of beers. We'll just go kill out at there. All right.
Yeah, I'd like to make it out there sooner than later, for sure.
Well, I always told you, man, you might just wake up one morning with a text that says there's an airplane ticket. And so if I buy you an airplane ticket, you don't show up, I'm going to be pissed because I wasted money.
No, you send an airplane ticket, I'm getting on the airplane.
Yeah. Pretty much about it.
Yeah, no. I've been. I can't believe it's been this long. I haven't been since right before COVID. I was going back once a year until COVID, and then I don't know.
We might have to we might have to book a off version of the hurricane tour here.
Right, revive the Hurricane Vegas comedy tour.
There we go.
I was doing it. I did that for 7 years, going from there to here, and then I did it once or twice, going back maybe 6 years from there to here, and then 2 years from here to there, and I just changed it to the Hurricane Vegas comedy tour. 7, the evacuation edition, because I was going the other way.
All righty. Back at you next week, 3 p.m. right here on Pit Road Racing. Like to be a guest on the show? Reach out to the producer of this program. That's Diane Fox. You can get her at 702-803-0875. Once again, 702-803-0875. Monday through Friday, folks, 9 to 5 Pacific time. If you guys are on the East Coast, please don't call us at 9 o'clock on the East Coast time. Or you can just drop her an email at On Pit Road Racing. We'll bring it to you. Anything else you got to throw in there, buddy?
I don't think so. You can check out my website, nutshackentertainment.com, or comedyfromscratch.com, spell scratch with a K. That's pretty much all I got to say. I'm talked out.
You ready? You're looking hungry.
I'm hungry. I think. Did you hear I thought I heard my stomach growl in the headphones, but I'm not sure.
That filet and that cheesecake at downtown Grand Hotel and Casino is looking good.
I can't watch no more of these commercials. I know that. I'm not going to make it if we keep watching these
downtown showing us steaks and Hammer and Harry slinging hamburgers and everything else.
Yeah, I'm going to take a bite out of this microphone in a minute.
I'm going to call for John. Here we go. Everybody's glad to say the NetSec Studios down at Daytona Beach, Florida, and with Michael here in Las Vegas. Of all the latest from the race weekend, NASCAR's in Iowa this weekend for Xfinity and Cup. F1's racing over in Hungary. We'll get you all the updates and everything next week. On Pit Road Racing, back at you next Thursday, 3 p.m. on the Pacific, 6 p.m. on the East Coast.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.